Welcome to Paleobites, the podcast where we go on a journey spanning millions of years and then get bored and stop within 20 minutes. My name's Matthew Donald, and each episode I and a rotating set of guest co-hosts talk about and rate a genus of prehistoric animal, be it dinosaur, mammal, arthropod, and so on. This week I'm joined by a guy who likes many nerdy things. He likes Star Trek, he likes Star Wars, he likes Star Trek, he likes dinosaurs, and oh yeah, he likes Star Trek. It's Lawrence Mack.
I don't think you mentioned my like for Star Trek.
Oh no. Yeah. And also we can't forget Star Trek.
Right, yeah, Star Trek. You know, there was an episode of Star Trek Voyager where they had dinosaurs in it.
Oh, I should have written this down. I should have had you. I need to have you come on. There's actually literally a dinosaur called Volcanodon.
Volcanodon?
Okay, like
I love it.
Vulcan, yeah.
Okay, I'm down. Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I have not written the info about it yet, so we can't do it today, unfortunately. But next time.
That's next time. My price is right.
Okay, so last time I asked you about dinosaur heist. The time before I asked you about your favorite dinosaur. Let's see, what's another question I could ask you? What is your least favorite dinosaur? What's one you just can't stand?
My least favorite I just can't stand.
You just hear the name, and you're just like, oh, that one.
That thing. Oh, that's tough.
I know, they're all so good.
I know. Like, oh man, that's a tough one.
I know.
It's like asking me like what my least favorite Star Trek is. I'm like,
what is your least favorite Star Trek? Insurrection?
No, I don't include like the movies with that. I just go by series.
Okay,
my least favorite series is Star Trek Enterprise.
Oh, okay.
But
it's
I
still
like it a lot.
It's still like 9 out of 10 compared to like 10 out of 10 like the other ones.
The biggest issues were it took a really long time to kind of really grow into the show. All of them kind of take a couple seasons.
Oh, okay.
But it didn't really. It seemed like it took longer.
Right.
And then because they canceled it too soon, they just messed up the finale so bad.
Oh no.
Like people have been talking about Game of Thrones finale being awful, but the Star Trek Enterprise finale was probably the worst finale in cinematic history.
Oh wow.
TV history.
Wow, that must be bad.
Right? Like I really like cameos and stuff, and like people from other shows come on and do stuff.
Yeah.
And they had a cameo from a couple of the characters from The Next Generation.
Oh, nice.
Which, of course, The Next Generation is set like 150 years into the future.
Right.
No, 180 years.
And you're
almost
like,
200 years
what?
in the future. Yeah, so they did it really weird. Like, there's like holodecks and stuff. And
okay.
They made the whole last episode a holodeck experience for The Next Generation characters.
Oh.
And it was just bad.
That sounds bad.
It was very bad.
Okay, so that's your least favorite dinosaur, Star Trek Enterprise.
Yeah, Star Trek Enterprise, my least favorite dinosaur.
I mean, just like dinosaurs, the finale is bad, right? Like,
right, that's true. I mean,
that meteor, you know,
they got murdered.
The meteor was a real downer, wasn't it?
Right. I mean, in the finale, they did kill off basically everybody's favorite character in Star Trek.
Spoiler alert for Enterprise, in case you weren't expecting that in this dinosaur podcast.
Well,
or this prehistoric. I always forget, this is a prehistoric podcast. In fact, we're not even talking about dinosaur this week anyway. So.
Right, yeah. Oh, man. Least favorite dinosaur.
I think that's a good... I don't know, you don't have to answer it.
Okay. I don't have a
We've already decided your least favorite dinosaur is Star Trek Enterprise.
There we go. There we go. I mean, it's the oldest in terms of time, so even though it's in our future... It's in the ancient past of Star Trek.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
There you go. Okay.
So, BS my way through that answer.
Nice. Good job. You get a B+.
Yes. I just know I had good skills.
The good bullcrapping skills.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I got through college.
Nice. Me too.
Yay.
That's how I in my spare time I do a dinosaur podcast.
Yeah, right.
I have a real job, I swear.
Yeah, right.
Anyways,
Me too.
Cryodrakon is what we're talking about.
Oh, it's time. They were in cryogenic stasis for so long that that's what happened.
Yep.
You know, Star Trek Enterprise was way back, 65 million years ago.
It was.
But they're in cryostasis like the Cryodrakon. And...
To quote the famous line from The Matrix, whoa. Okay. Cryodrakon, it's a type of... it means cold dragon, and it's a type of azhdarchid pterosaur.
I really thought you were going to say Asgardian right there.
Azhdarchian. It's as pterosaur. It has, get ready for this, it has a 35-foot/10-meter wingspan.
You know, the entire time we were talking about Cryodrakon, I was just thinking of like a little tiny, like, lizard kind of thing.
Nope, this is a big boy.
This is a big boy. Okay. Not what I had pterosaur at all.
Yes, it is a carnivore, probably a pescivore, like a lot of pterosaurs. Although, no, actually, that's true. The Asgardian pterosaurs, they kind of waited and more like picked up little creatures like on land and such. They weren't really. It's kind of an old trope to think, they're fish eaters mainly,
right? Like owls and things.
Yeah,
like a lot of hawks today.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. It lived in the Late Cretaceous, 77 to 76 million years ago. Again, missed the extinction by a full 10 to 11 million years.
Just the doom and gloom. Okay.
Yep, good.
Right.
It was found in Alberta, Canada.
Oh, back to Alberta. We haven't gotten there yet. We talked briefly about Albertosaurus.
We talked about it last time.
Yeah.
And it was described this year, 2019.
Oh wow, that's really fast.
Nice.
Was it
or 2020? Actually, don't know when I'm releasing these episodes. And the end's coming up. We're recording this in November, but I still need to get a bunch of done.
Right.
So
it's technically 2019, but who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, as we're recording, it's 2019, but these might be released 2020. Who knows?
So was it discovered by paleontologists from the Royal Tyrrell Museum?
Maybe.
I
don't know.
That's my favorite museum.
Oh.
The museum specializes in paleontology.
Oh, that's cool. The best thing to... Who cares about those mummies? Or
right, yeah.
Or like...
or Titanic exhibits. I mean,
geology or like... yeah. History stuff. Right. Prehistory, that's the way to go.
Yeah. It's in a little town called Drumheller. About an hour and a half.
Alberta.
Drumheller, yeah. It's outside, probably an hour and a half outside of Calgary. And most people in the paleontological community consider Drumheller to be the dinosaur capital of the world.
Ooh,
There's
nice.
statues of dinosaurs on every street corner. And it's not an exaggeration. There's multiple statues of dinosaurs literally on every single street corner. They have what they call the world's largest dinosaur. It's bigger than that Albertosaurus that I talked about in that other episode. You can actually go up inside of this one, go up and...
Now, was it bigger
mouth
than a real big dinosaur from back in the day?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a couple stories high.
Nice.
Yeah, climb those stairs up to get inside is super cool.
Nice.
Obviously, the museum there is
I'll have to go there. I know I've been to the dinosaur capital of Colorado, which is Dinosaur, Colorado, the town called Dinosaur.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's not quite that cool, but it does. Each street is named after a dinosaur. You have Stegosaurus Lane and Apatosaurus Road.
Right.
So that's pretty neat.
It was sad how small Dinosaur, Colorado
is. It's really small.
Yeah, like you think of a small town and then like cut that in half and you got Dinosaur, Colorado.
It's a little hamlet. Anyway, so Cryodrakon. Pop culture appearances? None so far.
Oh, that's sad.
I mean, it might be somewhere. Maybe it's in Jurassic World, the game. I don't know. I haven't played it.
Yeah.
Because it costs too much money.
Right. It could have been in that dome in Jurassic World, too. There was tons of pterosaurs in there.
Oh, in the
dome that the helicopter crashed into?
Oh. I mean, unlikely.
Oh, that was Jurassic World 1. I said 2, didn't I?
Yeah, you did, but I was going to say unlikely because that was discovered... That was a full 4 years before it was discovered.
You know, time works differently in my mind.
It's more of a timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly sort of thing.
Yeah, they had this dinosaur in a movie that came out, 4 or 5 years before the dinosaur was discovered.
How do they know?
If you can't say government conspiracy, I don't know what it is.
Okay, this pterosaur skeleton is one of the only ones known from Canada, as opposed to just single bones of pterosaurs like we found otherwise. In fact, this pterosaur is so Canadian that I've seen artwork of it where it's shown as white with a red maple leaf shaped pattern on its back, which I hope isn't a trend with artistic depictions of prehistoric creatures now. I mean, can you imagine Spinosaurus with the Egyptian flag on its sail? That's ridiculous. Next thing you know, they'll depict Cryodrakon with some maple syrup and a hockey stick while apologizing to everyone.
You got a Patasaurus coming out with the... a joint because they're from Colorado.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Close.
It's like, hey,
what's up, bro?
Oh, man. I ran into the Allosaurus the other day, and he was all like, rah, and I was like, ah.
I saw those depictions of Cryodrakon on there with the maple leaf. That was really cool looking.
Yeah. I mean, maybe, who knows? Maybe by some weird cosmic coincidence, that is what they look like.
Right? Hey, you never know. You know.
Okay. Now, the azhdarchids, or Asgardians, are a family of pterosaurs that include the largest known flying animals of all time, such as the famous Quetzalcoatlus, but also ones smaller as well. Like, they were the last surviving group of pterosaurs, and are characterized by their long necks and long legs, making them like the giraffes of the pterosaur world.
So are they like, they're related to the patasaurs, long necks?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Right?
Yeah.
Just put wings on a patasaurus.
Giraffes, also related to a patasaurus.
Yeah, see, there you go.
My Aunt Phyllis, also related to a patasaurus.
That's why she wears so many necklaces, huh?
Yeah. Anyways, when standing on the ground, though, some of these were about the same height as a giraffe, which is freaking insane, if you ask me.
That is crazy. You always talk about how big, like, their wingspan is and how tall these are.
Yeah.
And to actually see, like, their skeletons and the fossil remains and see, put together, it's crazy to think about how big these things actually were.
Yeah, I know, exactly. But, like, seriously, how do these things fly? Like how? How?
We don't even know how bumblebees fly.
That's true, that's impossible.
We know how they flew.
The same way bumblebees fly. They took their wings and went zzz.
Yep, exactly. Take their, did Cryodrakon have, like, the long beak thing?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, see? That's how they pollinated giant prehistoric
flowers. See, paleobites, come here for the science.
Yeah. It wasn't actually a meteor, The planet just died out because all the pterosaurs died out and nobody was pollinating the flowers.
Oh, no. And then all the other dinosaurs fell off the flat Earth, right?
Yes. Like, well, let's go find some pterosaurs. They went sailing away.
Oh, did they? They were never seen again. And the turtle ate them that was holding the Earth. Okay. Anyways, Cryodrakon distinguished itself from all the other azhdarchid pterosaurs by its neck vertebra, as quoted by Wikipedia. And I must stress, this is a quote from Wikipedia and not from me. The lateral pneumatic fossae, or pneumatopores, a pair of small openings leading to air pockets on either side of the neural canal were positioned near the lower edge of the neural canal, while those of the other azhdarchids are positioned higher up. The second distinguishing feature is related to the postexapophyses, large bony knobs adjacent to the protruding rear connection of each surface of each vertebra, the cotyle. Cryodrakon's postexapophyses were prominent in width but short in length, clearly separated from the cotyle, and their facets were directed downward. Now, follow-up question. Did any of that make any sense at all?
Well, yeah, basically, you could just point them out in a crowd.
Oh! When you put it that way.
Yeah, I just, flew right over my head like a Cryodrakon would.
Whoa, yeah. I was saying, it doesn't make any sense at all, didn't to me. What are all these words? Seriously. Anyways, happy Canada Day, I guess. Except not really, it's not even close, but...
Right. So why, I don't know if this is later on in the info, but why do they call it Cryodrakon? Because we talked about the cryo meaning cold. It's just because it was in Canada?
Yeah, because, you think Canada, you think cold. They should call it Hockey Dragon or Statters.
Right, yes, there you go. Pin a big hockey stick on his back instead of maple leaf.
Yeah, exactly. With maple syrup, like I said.
Right.
Talking to a moose.
Just chatting with the moose down the street.
Yep.
And moose are huge too, so you never know.
And they're polite, smell like pine needles.
Right. So if there was a maple leaf on its back...
Yeah.
Would it be like the Canadian currency?
Oh.
And you can, like, scratch and sniff?
Oh, nice. Nice. And as we all knew, they can't say about correctly.
Right, yeah. About. A boot.
A boot, yeah. And they're very sorry all the time.
Yeah, very sorry, and they really like their fashion footwear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen. Okay, so now that we've lost all our Canadian listeners, it's time for everyone's favorite part of the show. Probably, maybe, I don't know.
Yes, we'll find out.
We'll rate it 1 out of 65 million for whatever reason we'd like. Let's see, it's Canadian, so that's cool.
Right, yeah, Canadian always boosts it like 20 million just automatically.
But as a very nationalistic American who loves my country, right or wrong, and thinks it's the greatest country in the world, bar none, yeah, go guns and stuff.
Yeah.
America. I'm gonna give it like a -5. Nah, that's not true. It's a really cool pterodactyl. I'm gonna name it. I'm gonna give it like a 60 million.
60 million? That's pretty high.
Yeah,
that's the highest one you rated with me so far.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
it's pretty neat. There's a big maple leaf on its back. How much cooler could that get?
Yeah, that's very true. Canadian maple leaves, pollinated flowers.
Whoa, that's true. Really big ones, yeah.
It is pretty...
This sounds like the ultimate non-dinosaur.
Exactly. Like, you could not get much better of a flying reptile, prehistoric, than...
65 million,
Cryodrakon, huh? Yeah. I guess, I think I'm going to agree with him. I'm going to go 60 million on this one.
Whoa!
Yeah, that's really cool.
Alright, go Cryodrakon.
Right? Knocking it out of the park. I think
right.
It could have used its beak as a baseball bat. I know it used as hockey
as
stick.
A hockey stick, yeah.
Right,
come on,
right,
let's be serious here.
I know, yeah. Baseball's way too American for Canadians.
Alright, so that's it for this episode. If you want to get a hold of the podcast, you can email me at mattd@mathedoncreator.com. You can find me on social media at mathedoncreator on Facebook, at mathedon64 on Twitter, and mathedon64 on Instagram. You can also contact Lawrence here or anyone else through that.
If you want to know more about why Star Trek Enterprise is my least favorite dinosaur, you can always ask me that too. I have many more reasons.
Okay, so I'm assuming your favorite dinosaur then is Next Generation, or?
Oh no, it'd be Deep Space Nine.
Ah, that's your favorite dinosaur. Okay.
It used to be Voyager, and then I actually saw Deep Space Nine.
Okay,
it's just. There's something about it.
And of course, as we all know, your favorite Star Trek is Pachycephalosaurus.
Yes, exactly. Favorite Star Trek is Pachycephalosaurus. And that's why I don't have a least favorite Star Trek.
Oh, there you go. Okay. All right. Also, if you guys are interested in writing, you should find my other writing podcast, The Writ Wit, where two twits talk about writing. Hey, Matt David, you listening? No? Probably didn't think so. Anyways, he's my other twit that does it. All right.
Sure he heard you somewhere.
Yep. I mean, he's only like 10,000 miles away in Japan, right?
Right. Yeah, but Cryodrakon's probably nice enough being Canadian. They'll deliver a message for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like a big carrier pigeon.
Exactly. And, it's not too far out of the way. I mean, it's pretty south, so make it kind of weird.
Yeah, Canada, Japan, they're like,
they're
right next door. Yeah. All right. Finally, if you are interested in a dinosaur sci-fi, in which why wouldn't you be? I have
Star
a book.
Trek, dinosaur.
Yeah, if you want them both together,
right? Yeah.
You should find my book series on Amazon, Megazoic. They're available on print and Kindle. Buy a copy, leave a review, give feedback, give support. Much appreciated if you do. Mm-hmm. Anyways, that's it. And as we say here at the end of every episode.
Caca. I think we told you that caca and ticky don't work.
What? Whoa!
What?